Hello friends, welcome back to the Rio Moon Oracle. I'm Rio and today we are doing another crystal video. Today I wanted to talk about Smoky Quartz, or I refer to it in my brain a lot of the time without me even kind of realizing it. I would call it Shadow Quartz sometimes, which I think is a very apt name for it as well. So quartz, of course, is a very common mineral. We find it in many different places all over the world in many different forms. We use it in lots of our different areas of our lives. You can use it for like cutting tools. We use it in our electronics, of course. Also, we used it in like watches historically. So quartz has many different uses and properties that you can use it for across a whole range of industries. That's the word I wanted, right? So today we're talking specifically about smoky quartz. So smoky quartz is a type of quartz that has more of those like black, gray, sometimes kind of brown inclusions in it. It colors the whole stone usually. So just keep in mind with smoky quartz too, you'll find like more natural pieces of it, something a little bit more similar to like my window smoky quartz here, versus ones that'll be like a much darker, which might be irradiated. So this one at first glance maybe looks like it's a little bit more of a irradiated one because it has a very deep black coloring, but you can't see it really too much on camera here, but I'll show pictures of it where you can see the see-through quality of the quartz here. So differences with quartz, right? You'll find different quartz in like clear quartz. You got snow quartz, which has more of that like kind of milky opaque look to it. We have rose quartz. We've got citrine, which is a type of quartz, amethyst, which is this type of quartz, just depending on the different inclusions you have with the quartz inside of it. So with smoky quartz here, we have that really pretty black, deep color, that deep, grounding energy for it. That coloring of the brown and the black and the gray really brings a grounding energy specifically to this stone. Quartz, of course, can be programmed in many different ways, programmed for many different uses, but more specifically with smoky quartz here, it is a much more grounding energy, a much more subdued, kind of low-key a little bit. The way smoky quartz feels to me is it has like a stubbornness to it almost. It's going to get it done. I actually filmed this video once before, but the sound quality didn't turn out good, so I'm refilming it now. But when I was in that first video talking about smoky quartz, the feeling of it is like an iceberg, or no, a glacier. So the glacier, that constant movement through those canyons and cutting out those pieces of the land, right? You can't stop a glacier, but it's very slow moving at the same time. It's hard to discern with the naked eye sometimes how fast a glacier might be moving, even though there is a constant movement and flow with the stone as well. So the way smoky quartz works in my life, or how I felt it's worked in my life, is at that subtle energy, but it's consistent change at a small level, if that makes sense. Also, like a super grounding stone, right? So quartz is a very highly spiritual stone anyway, again, because you can program in lots of different ways. But with smoky quartz here, it brings in that energy of groundedness and helps with like dealing with negative energies. It's kind of the shadow aspect of quartz in the positive manner, if that makes sense, right? If like clear quartz is the full moon, right? The smoky quartz is the new moon with the dark side of the moon. Good energy, but a different kind of energy. It's where you get really deep into your like intuition, those deeper feelings, emotions, or more shadow elements to us, where we can find different strengths about ourselves that we might not realize. Both sides, the light side and our dark side, the quote unquote, has its positive and negatives to it, right? We have too much light energy, or too much of you're too empathetic, right? You lose yourself and you don't have boundaries anymore, for example. Versus swinging the other way, where you don't have empathy at all. It's hard to understand people, it's hard to communicate with people, but maybe you're a more determined person. You have lots of passionate energy, or like the way you can like channel your energy is different, for example, right? There's two different sides of the pendulum, and we like to come to a nice even middle. And for a lot of other people, right, we tend to try and stay more on that like light side, that light energy, and the smoky quartz helps kind of ground the other aspects of ourselves into ourselves in a positive manner, in my experience anyway. So I got my really big piece that I really like. It's that really big palm stone. You can kind of see the reflection on it, but you can kind of catch on the side there a little bit of like that see-throughness of the quartz here. This is the one I kind of keep with me when I just need an extra grounding energy, when I need extra protection. I've had it for me for protection specifically because it just feels a really good stone, and quartz really I like the way it heats up in my hand. I have quite a few different window pieces I like, or that I've gotten over the years. I have a window amethyst window amethyst. I have a window rose quartz, a regular window quartz, and then I have a smoky one, which I think is really cool. So again, that window quartz is a river tumbled stone that has a face cut out of it, and it's really good for like scrying work or like psychic intuition work because of the way that face is, but the way Smoky Quartz adds a layer of groundedness to it, and like you won't get like lost in that energy as much. It helps keep your energy grounded to earth, in that earthly realm, those earthly pieces of us, that earthly body, while you're doing that highly spiritual work at the same time. I use Smoky Quartz for lots of protection as well. It's one I included in my mala, actually, my grounding mala. So I put it at the base, the back of the necklace here. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see. You can kind of see it a little bit right there. You see that difference between the two stones. But I put it at the back of the mala here. This is the part that rests on the back of my neck here. And that just really helps connect it with my crown chakra, connecting with that psychic energy that quartz does have, but also being a very grounded, protected energy at the same time. So I'm really protected doing that spiritual work when I'm wearing this mala, for example, along with the other two grounding stones that are in this one. Gold sheen obsidian, I think, and onyx, but the Smoky Quartz, I feel, really helps me connect to that psychic energy while keeping me grounded and consistent and safe. Really, really safe at the same time. So those are the different aspects of Smoky Quartz I really, really like. Shadow quartz, as in my brain also calls it. So what else do I want to say for quartz, Smoky Quartz here? In terms of using it for like grounding, like more of the protective nature of it, definitely better to kind of program that intention into it. It can hold that energy really, really well. So like the capacity, you can program any type of quartz with a protective energy, for example, but Smoky Quartz is going to hold that energy a lot better. It's going to hold that energy a lot better because it's kind of has the aspects to itself that allows it to hold that energy, that more grounding energy of those colors, that darker black, brown, gray kind of coloring. It helps hold that energy better, and the energy of that color to like the planet, specifically like grounding energy of the earth, right? So it helps me really like connect with my body, be kind of more in tune with my body, making sure that I'm like eating better, for example, drinking water, getting good sleep. Those are all energies that the Smoky Quartz can hold a lot better because it has those grounding qualities to it itself, and also protecting you, taking care of yourself, making sure your energy around you is taken care of and protected, because that allows you to be out in the world and do good things and have a positive impact on the world if your energy is taken care of and protected as well, right? So that's our energy here for Smoky Quartz today. A really, really nice stone. I do think it's a good one for beginners. Any quartz, I'd say, is a good one for beginners. Just keeping in mind the little bit more nuance or specific uses that each stone might have. Smoky Quartz or amethyst, citrine, regular quartz. Each of those, you'll have a little bit more of a specific purpose. You can tie that in, but it's a really good basic stone, I think, for any beginner to have. Good one in your house, good one for helping keep positive energy in the house, or find like pulling in negative energy. So making sure to cleanse this stone periodically is going to be really good. I wouldn't put it in the sun though, for example, because it can bleach over time. Quartz will take in sunlight and bleach the colors out over time. So moonlight cleansing, for example, or like a smoke cleanse. You can actually do this one in water because quartz is really good in water. And that doesn't like, there's some stones you just don't want to put in water at all. You don't really have to worry about that for quartz though. So like a good clean, like purified water. Cleansing it with purified water, moonlight, smoke cleansing. Those are all really good options for Smoky Quartz here. I wouldn't put it in the sun. Maybe a quick burst here and there, but not consistently, because otherwise it'll definitely change color over time. And you want it to have that shadow energy. You want it to have that darker color to its energy, so that way it can keep doing its purpose that it was made for in the first place, right? So definitely a good stone for beginners. I recommend getting it. It's very easy to find. It's very easy to find in any crystal shop or gem show or anything. You'll find Smoky Quartz pretty easily. So just make sure it's a little bit more of the natural one, versus if it's like really, really dark in color without saying it's natural, it's probably irradiated. Not a bad thing, but just something to keep in mind, okay? But that's all I have for us today, friends. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Please like and subscribe, leave any comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.